The world is spending $71 billion a year trying to get clean. Scrubs, plunges, charcoal masks, jade rollers, infrared saunas. And yet, you still carry the weight. You still react the same way, still attract the same patterns, still wake up some mornings feeling like something hasn't been washed out. It hasn't. The age of the obsessive rinse. The global wellness economy crossed a massive $6.8 trillion in 2024. A staggering slice of it is devoted to one idea: getting rid of what is inside you. Detox teas, cold plunges, juice cleanses, liver flushes, infrared chambers. The market for detox products alone, $71 billion, is expected to double by 2034. 42% of global consumers now actively seek cleansing products. They are not wrong to want cleansing. They are wrong about where the dirt lives. We bathe, and then we bathe again, once for the body, once for the image, sometimes a third time out of guilt. We step into cold water looking for a reset. We emerge pink and tingling, and briefly convinced that something shifted. But does the dirt wash away? Does the water reaching our skin reach the stains within us? These are not ordinary stains. Every action, intent, or preparation by an individual leaves a samskara, an impression, in the deeper structure of the mind. These then await volitional fruition in that individual's future. Ancient Indian philosophy on samskara. The ancients had a word for what you are carrying: samskara, from the Sanskrit sam, meaning well-formed, and kara, meaning action. Every act done with awareness leaves an imprint. Every reaction fired in anger plants a seed. Every choice made from fear builds a wall you cannot see but keep walking into. Some of these impressions are from this life. Many, if you are willing to consider it, are from lifetimes before. They are accumulated deeds. They are the destined unfolding. They are karmic, not cosmetic. And here is the truth that the $71 billion industry will never tell you. No cold plunge reaches the stored memory in your nervous system of every time you were shamed into silence. No charcoal mask draws out the residue of every relationship where you gave until you disappeared. No detox tea cleanses the ancestral grief that moves through your bloodline like water through stone. The soap never reaches that deep. It was never designed to. The verse that diagnosed the world guru Nanak, in the very first pari of Japji Sahib, before anything else was said, looked at humanity's obsession with outer purification and said, with devastating precision, by cleansing does not happen, even done 100,000 times. This was not a riddle. It was a diagnosis, written 500 years ago, speaking directly to the $6.8 trillion industry of today. The seers saw it. You can step into the holiest rivers, bathe in the purest springs, repeat the ritual 1,000,000 times, and unless the stains on your soul are addressed, the purity remains only skin deep, because these stains are karmic, not cosmetic. And to truly cleanse them, we need something more than water. We need a method that goes where water cannot. The 3 layers soap cannot reach. First, the thought layer. The belief that runs before you know it is running. I'm not enough. This always happens to me. They are the culprit. These are not your thoughts. They are impressions, playing on loop from choices you may not even remember making. Second, the word layer. The sentence you spoke in a moment of fear that another person is still carrying. The frequency your voice holds when you are pretending to be fine. Words are not just communication, they are karmic deposits. Third, the deed layer, the densest. The pattern lived so many times it became identity. This is what most people try to address, but action is only the final flower. The root runs far deeper, often far earlier. To burn the seed before it sprouts. Every karmic pattern begins as a seed, subtle, invisible, waiting. Most spiritual traditions address the fruit, the behavior, the emotion, the consequence. The real work happens at the seed. There exists an ancient, closely held mechanism received through a sacred lineage that does not manage karma. It burns the seed before it can sprout. It requires your whole body to move, your breath to align, the Nam mantra to be placed in living physical action, and your total concentration to hold. All four, simultaneously, under the guidance of a true master who knows the nature of these layers. Not just another kriya. This is not meditation, not pranayama, not another course. It is something older and more primal, called vital kriya. One kriya at a time, one movement, one breath at a time, one truth at a time. What you learn is a 30, a 60, even a 90-minute body, breath, mind, soul sync practice. And as the layers shed, you do not just feel better, you feel remembered, like light returning to a room that forgot it had windows. You become ready to receive abundance, to live in peace, to be worthy of blessings you were always meant to have, not because you earned them in this lifetime, but because you finally released what was blocking them from reaching you. You then learn why Vital Kriya is the most ancient, the most unique, the most advanced, the most powerful, and the most comprehensive Kriya modality.